So after this point, which I discussed, revenue does not include. Okay, so as per AS9, definition of revenue is what? As per AS9, these things: sale of goods hona chahiye, rendering of services hona chahiye, okay, and use of company's resources by others yielding interest or royalty or dividends. Okay, so we'll go stepwise. First, I will discuss this point with you, the first definition of the revenue. Then I will discuss the second part of the definition and the third part of the definition. So the definition actually includes three parts. First, sale of goods, rendering of services, and use of company resources by others yielding interest, dividends, and royalty. Okay. Yeah. So below that, तो अगर आपका services, अगर आपका revenue is because of these three activities, then it is under AS. Okay. So which activities, if you do, AS will not consider that revenue. So वो ये activities है. First, which I discussed last lecture, ये वाला unrealized gains from, that is not yet sold. Unrealized means which is not yet sold. So unrealized gains out of this, which I had given to you. Yeah, not yet sold current assets. Anyways, we don't deal in current assets, we deal in stock. Okay, yeah. Then this natural increase in herds and agriculture or forest products, this is applicable to people who are into agriculture, farming, animal husbandry and all that. Okay, yeah. Or restatement of carrying amount of an obligation, which I explained last lecture. Okay, now coming to the second part of that, revenue does not include. First part I have covered. Now the second part, realized gains from. If you have any revenue which has arisen out of disposal of fixed asset, it will not come under AS9 because there is a separate AS for it, AS10. Okay. And discharge of any obligation, that is paying. Obligation is liability. Discharge of any obligation at less than the carrying amount. Okay. जैसे 1 लाख रुपया था देना था, मैंने 98,000 दिया, तो 2,000 का मुझे डिस्काउंट मिल गया ना, कैश डिस्काउंट. ओके, या 98,000. तो ये जो डिस्काउंट है जिसकी वजह से I got this benefit, revenue recognition, it will not come under this purview. Okay, it will not come under AS9. It will come under, yeah, AS10. Next, third one, realized or unrealized gains from changes in foreign exchange rates and adjustments arising from transactions of foreign currency. Okay, now iska kya meaning hota hai? So here I have stated one small example. Say, yeah, this is 1 dirham. Dirham is a Dubai currency, a UAE currency, dirham, dinars, and all that. Okay, so 1 dirham, say 1 dirham in Indian currency is 20 rupees. Obviously, it is at present वही rate होगा. It is say approx 20 rupees. Say after 3 months, 1 dirham becomes 22 rupees. So after every dirhams, I am going to get 2 rupees. So this is a gain. Yes, it's a gain. So if your revenue is arising out of such foreign exchange fluctuation rates, then उसके लिए AS9 नहीं है, उसके लिए you have AS11. वहाँ डील करेंगे, ठीक है? So see the law, the act, the Companies Act, or the institute ICI who has framed these AS, they are not letting you free from anywhere. If you don't come under the purview of AS9 and revenue recognition, then there are other purviews also. You have AS29, you have AS10, you have AS11. Okay, like this. Am I clear about this? Am I clear about this? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you. Next. So 1, 2, 3 is done. Now when to recognize revenue from sale? Okay, now the question arises, when do we recognize revenue from a sale transaction? Okay, so this I will explain you with, matching it with Sale of Goods Act. Okay, yeah. So see, the points under AS9 says first. Okay. See how I will match it. Yeah. First, transfer of ownership of goods to buyer for a price So this I am matching with the first point of Sale of Goods Act, which says when property in goods is transferred to buyer. So whenever I am transferring the property in goods, I am also transferring the risk and the rewards associated with the goods. Okay, I'll give you an example. Say I'm a manufacturer of cars. Okay, so what is my ordinary course of business? AS9 क्या बोलता है? Your income should arise out of what? Out of this ordinary course of business activity. तो अगर मैं कार डीलर हूँ, आई एम अ कार सेलर, ओके, आई एम एन ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री, तो माय ऑर्डिनरी कोर्स ऑफ बिजनेस विल बी व्हाट? Buying and selling of cars. Okay, is this clear? Huh. So now if you come to me and I sell the car to you, okay, say today I sell the car to you, I give the car in your name also, papers and everything, I give it on your name. I have transferred the ownership, the property of the goods to you. Okay, after 2 days, say in an accident the car is burnt. Okay, so the risk which is associated when I'm transferring the property to you, this is a risk factor, okay, which I have transferred to you. Okay, so when I transfer the property in goods to the buyer, I am also transferring the risk and the rewards associated with that. So it talks about that. So when to recognize revenue from sale? When the transfer of ownership of goods to the buyer for a price. So आज मैंने आपके नाम पे गाड़ी कर दी, आप पेपर्स आपके नाम पे कर दिए, तो कार आपकी हो गई. Okay, and the risk and the rewards associated with the car is also now yours. Is that clear? Okay, so I will today recognize my revenue because मैंने आज कार आपके नाम कर दी. Is that clear? आप 2 महीने पहले आके कार बुक करके गए, that time I will not recognize. The day I transfer the ownership, I transfer the papers also of the car to you. That day I am selling the car to you, so I will recognize it that very day. Okay, similar example I can give you rewards का. रिस्क का एग्जांपल मैंने दे दिया. अगर द गाड़ी जल जाती है 2 दिन के बाद, remember. Say I'm a dealer in property. So my main business is what? My ordinary course of business will be what? Buying and selling of property. Okay, so when I sell the property to you, okay, today I am selling the property to you. So say after just 10 days, okay, the government declares that the property which I sold to you is now going to come under the airport zone. I mean, वहाँ एक airport बनेगा. So there is a sudden rise in the value of the property which I sold to you. Okay, if I sold the property to you for 50 lakhs and after 10 days the government gives this declaration that there will be an airport constructed there. So obviously you'll get the benefit from the government. For the same land, you might get 1.5 CR for it. Okay, so what am I doing? I am transferring the risk as well as I give you an example of reward when I am giving away and when I am selling the goods to the buyer, that is to you. Am I clear about this transfer of ownership of goods to buyer for a price? Is this point clear? ओके, तो जिस दिन तुमने प्रॉपर्टी ट्रांसफर कर दी है जिसके नाम पे, ओके, गुड्स कर दिया, उस दिन तुम रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्नाइज करोगे. ठीक है, तुम मेरे को प्रॉपर्टी के लिए 50 लाख की प्रॉपर्टी के लिए तुमने मुझे 5 लाख का टोकन मनी दिया, दैट डे आई विल नॉट रिकॉग्नाइज करोगे. Okay, yeah, I will recognize it the day I transfer the ownership of that property to your name. Okay, now coming on to the second point, which I will compare with the second point of Sale of Goods Act. So seller does not retain any effective control of ownership. I am clubbing this point with this one. There should not be any control on transferred asset. Okay, so if I am transferring the goods to you, okay, and if I keep a condition to you that after 10 days, after 6 months, I will take the goods back from you. So this is not called as a sale. Huh? Yeah. फिर इसको आप revenue recognition नहीं बोल सकते. There should be no condition applied when I am selling the goods to you or I am transferring the goods to you. Okay, when I'm transferring the ownership to you, it should be a clean ownership, a transparent ownership. There should not be anything which is hidden or any condition or what do you call it? Any condition should not be attached to the ownership rights which is transferred. Okay, next. The last one, third, no significant uncertainty in collection of amount of consideration. Consideration matlab revenue. Okay, yeah. So I am clubbing this with the third point. It should be measurable and realization should be certain. Okay, when I say no significant uncertainty, matlab the event, the transaction which I have done with you should be a certain transaction. matlab जिसमें पैसा मुझे मिलेगा. ऐसा नहीं है बाबा मुझे मैंने तुम्हारे साथ ट्रांजैक्शन किया आई सोल्ड द गुड्स टू यू और कोई हिसाब ही नहीं भाई पैसा आएगा कि नहीं आएगा. There should not be any prejudice about not receiving the revenue from. Okay, is that clear? Okay, so yeah. So here I'll give you an example. ऐसा कब हो सकता है? Say suppose I sold goods to you, say how much, worth rupees 5 lakhs, goods I sold to you, and you are trading somewhere in say US. Okay, US may you are trading. Okay, you are in US and you're in India. Fine, 5 lakhs of goods I have sold to you. Today is say what date? Today is say 19th of October. Okay, just after 5 days, US declares a war with Iran. Now what? क्या thought आया दिमाग में? Now what will happen? Anyone? After 5 days there is a war with Iran. US has a war with Iran. Now what? Don't you think now the revenue which will be recognized, which I will be recognizing, will be uncertain? अभी US तो war में busy हो जाएगा, right? Correct. US war में busy हो जाएगा. अब मैं कैसे पैसा recover करूँ? Now there is no certainty of the event. Okay? Yeah. So ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए तो भी हम रेवेन्यू रिकग्नाइज नहीं कर सकते. मैंने 500 तुम बोलोगे मैम आपने तो आज के दिन 19 अक्टूबर को गुड्स बेच दिया यूएस में. ठीक है, मैंने बेच दिया, बट मैंने अभी सिर्फ बेचा है. आई हैव नॉट रिकग्नाइज द मनी आउट ऑफ इट. Okay, and after this 5 days, if there is a war declaration, then my money is gone for a toss. This will be called as bad debts. Okay, this will be bad debts, and this will be purely treated as bad debts because I don't know how long US may go for a war with Iran. Okay, and what time I will be recovering the money. Okay, so in war-like situations, this happens. Okay, I'm just writing here example war-like situations where recovering or recognizing money becomes difficult. So it purely goes at bad debts. Okay. Now one student had asked a doubt to me that, ma'am, suppose हमने 10 lakhs का provision किया है for bad debts. How much? 10 lakhs का provision. Okay. Say my bad debts for the year was 9 lakhs. So 1 lakh is what? Yeah, 1 lakh, my PNL will increase by 1 lakh. So my profit will increase by 1 lakh. Okay. So will such revenue recognition be considered under what do you call AS9? Okay, so that was the query asked. Obviously, it will not be considered because there is a separate provision for this AS21. Okay, out of provisions, if you have created any provision and if you have settled your loss against it, so the profit which arises out of such provisions, which I just give an example of, is not considered under AS9. It will be under AS21. Am I clear with when to recognize revenue from sale? So these conditions should be there. There should be transfer of ownership with risk and rewards, and there should be no conditions applied when you're transferring the ownership of the asset to the that is the goods you're selling to them. And it should be measurable and it should be certain. The revenue which you are going to get should be certain. Okay, there should be certainty in the revenue. Okay, next, and the most important part, come to this revenue recognition when delivery of goods is subject to some special cases. So let us see what are these special cases. Okay, so just divide your page into two parts. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, first will be conditions. Special cases है revenue recognition when delivery of goods is subject to special conditions. Now there are conditions applied. These are special cases जिसमें revenue consideration होता है. Okay, revenue consideration होता है. Exceptions है, मतलब these are the exceptions. Okay, तुम बोलोगे मैम ये तो आपने पहले डेफिनेशन में ना बोला था कि मैम ये नहीं आएगा, रेवेन्यू रिकग्निशन में ये नहीं आएगा, बट उसमें भी देयर आर सब्जेक्ट टू एक्सेप्शंस. ओके, सो आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट. So revenue recognized. Okay, so let me start. First one, delivery of goods delayed at buyer's request. Okay. Okay, delivery of goods delayed at the buyer's request. Buyer ने बोला भाई मेरे को अभी goods नहीं चाहिए. Okay, so I'll give you an example here. Say I've sold an automobile to you. I have transferred the automobile. I've given the ownership rights to you. Okay. Okay. So everything is ready. So ownership papers are also ready. Ownership is done. RTO work is also done. RTO papers are also done. Okay. सब ये दो मेन काम होते हैं ना. Okay, number plate bhi aa gaya, that is RTO papers. Everything I have transferred the ownership also to you. I have given the RTO papers. I mean everything, your number plate, everything is ready. So now what? Now what? You are not taking the delivery. 3 months back you had come, you had booked the car. So I am not considering the what do you call revenue recognition 3 months back when you came and paid the part payment of the car. Okay, the day I transfer the ownership papers are also ready, RTO papers are also ready, but you have told me, madam, I am not going to take this car right now. अभी एक अच्छा दिन आएगा, से नवरात्रि आएगा या दिवाली पे मैं आपसे गाड़ी लेके जाऊंगा, धनतेरस के दिन मैं आपसे गाड़ी लेके जाऊंगा. ओके, सो अभी किसका रिक्वेस्ट पे गाड़ी शोरूम में पड़ा है? एट द रिक्वेस्ट ऑफ द बायर. सो द डिलीवरी ऑफ द गुड्स इज डिलेड. एवरीथिंग इज रेडी, but the delivery of the goods is delayed at the request of the buyer because the buyer wants to take home the car on Dhanteras, and Dhanteras is away now from here, 1 month still away, right? Are you understanding? So in such cases, when will you recognize revenue? So it is simple. You will recognize it immediately on sale. इसका exception है. Understood? Yeah. When the goods are withheld by the, I mean the delivery of goods is delayed due to buyer's request, everything is ready, and because the buyer has told you कि भाई ने अब 1 महीना गाड़ी और शोरूम में रख दीजिए, मैं धनतेरस के दिन आके लेके जाऊंगा. So that in such case, this is an exception case. Okay, so in such case, immediately at the time of sale, okay, immediately, because payment तो हो गया है, सब कुछ हो गया है, हाँ, तो immediately on sale you recognize the revenue. Okay, is this clear? समझ में आया? Second, thanks. Second, installation and inspection. Okay, installation and inspection. ये क्या होता है? What is this? Okay, so I'll give you an example. Give you an example of what do you call? Say for example, you want to have Wi-Fi at your place. Okay, what do you want to have? Wi-Fi at your place. Okay, so you call up the internet guy and you tell him कि भाई मेरे को Wi-Fi लगाने का. So he is going to render his services by how? By giving you the Wi-Fi services. Okay, but just by saying कि मेरे को Wi-Fi लगाने का है, okay, he will not recognize his revenue. Why? Because Wi-Fi लगाने के लिए he has to come to your place. Okay, yeah. Second, he has to most important thing, router. He has to fix the router. He has to install the router at your place. See whether the router is working at your place. See that the router is enabling the Wi-Fi services free. I mean, in a free flow way. In a okay, that there is no disconnection of internet services. Okay, so ऐसे cases में, इस टाइप के केसेस में इंस्टॉलेशन के बाद ही, after the successful installation of the router and the what do you call, the uninterrupted services of internet, only the internet provider should consider his revenue. I mean, should recognize his revenue. Am I clear, everyone? Okay, ठीक है? Yeah. Example I'm giving of internet providers. Okay, so I'm just writing a hint, router. Okay, even CCTV cameras. This company say, agar suppose in your locality, say in your building, you have CCTV cameras, and if you have placed an order for that, the company which provides you the CCTV cameras, they will recognize their revenue only when there is successful installation of CCTV cameras in your building and they are working in an effective way. Till then, they will not consider it as a sale. They will not recognize their revenue. Okay. So how will you recognize the revenue in this case? After successful installation. चाहे installation को तुमको 1 हफ्ता लगे, 4 दिन लगे, 15 दिन लगे, whatever. Okay. In case of CCTVs तो वो लोग एक रिपोर्ट भी देते हैं, सक्सेस एक आता है, एक रिपोर्ट आता है कंपनी से, उसको देखने के बाद ही मिलता है रेवेन्यू. आई मीन द बिल्डिंग पीपल और द सोसाइटी पीपल विल पे टू द CCTV कैमरा कंपनी providers. Okay, yeah. Next, third one, sale on approval. So with the word itself, it says when the sale is approved from the third party, I mean from the other end, then only it will be recognized. Okay, with the word itself, it says that. Okay, so just write here sale on approval. तो आप कब recognize करोगे? When buyer confirms his desire to buy such goods by communication. फोन पे भी अप्रूवल दे दिया तो भी you can recognize it. Okay, next, guaranteed sales. what are guaranteed sales? Okay, I have to explain this to you. Okay, just listen, huh, students? Just carefully listen. Now, guarantee means, in guarantee what happens? Product is replaced. पूरा प्रोडक्ट रिप्लेस करके मिलेगा अगर आपको गारंटी दिया है तो. और एक होता है वारंटी. तो दोनों में डिफरेंस है. वारंटी में क्या होता है? ओनली द प्रोडक्ट इज रिपेयर्ड. So this is the difference. So warranty is very famous. Guarantee बहुत कम जन देते हैं. Okay, warranty is famous. Product repair होके मिल जाएगा. Okay, yeah. So I will give you an example of windmills. Okay, windmills are sold on guarantee basis. Okay, if you want a windmill, your windmill generates what? Energy. It generates certain amount of energy, and if they guarantee you, I mean energy which generates electricity. Windmill, there are turbines associated to windmills. Those turbines are very light in weight, and because of the turbines, because of the wind pressure, the turbines are light in weight, so the turbines keeps moving. So as and when the turbine moves, it generates electricity, it generates energy, and with that energy you are able to create electricity. Okay, so say the windmill, I mean the companies who provide you windmill, they guarantee you electricity. अगर suppose वो आपको बोलते हैं कि भाई 1500 इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, ओके, आपको गारंटी देते हैं, हाँ 1500 watts of electricity is guaranteed to you. Okay, and say you can, I mean, they are able to fulfill only say 1400. Balance 100 could not be generated. Okay, so what will happen? They will replace the full windmill and give it to you. So देखो, जहाँ भी आपको गारंटी मिलती है, they are also very smart people. They know minimum कितना इलेक्ट्रिसिटी और windmill can generate. तो उतना ही कि वो आपको गारंटी देते हैं. तो अगर उनको पता है कि ये 1400 ही जनरेट कर सकता है, उससे ज्यादा नहीं कर सकता है, तो वो आपको गारंटी क्या करेंगे? 1300 की देंगे. ऑब्वियसली दे आर स्मार्ट, राइट? फिर अगर 1400 भी जनरेट हो गया तो ऑब्वियसली वो रिप्लेस करने का नौबत नहीं आएगा, बिकॉज उनको पता है इतना तो ये देगा ही देगा. इससे ज्यादा तुमको अगर मिलता है तो ऑब्वियसली गारंटी है कि they will they will not have to replace it. So what these type of people do who gives you guaranteed sales, they first create a provision. ये लोग पहले provision create करते हैं. Okay, I mean they first recognize the revenue and then they create a provision. Okay, उल्टा करते हैं. They first revenue recognition होता है and then they create a provision for it. Okay, so this exception is allowed. Okay, this exception is allowed. But provision के बाद revenue recognize होता है, वो तो allowed ही नहीं है. That is as per AS 29. Okay, so just write here. Yeah, please write here. As per the substance of agreement, जैसे मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया 1300 watts of electricity will be generated. Agreement of sale or after the reasonable period has expired. The reasonable time or period has expired. Has expired. Okay. So इसका simple meaning क्या है? इसका simple meaning है first recognize the revenue, and then create a provision. Okay, so this is how it is treated. Okay, next, fifth one, warranty sales. Okay, so right over here, sales should be recognized immediately but the provision should be made to cover unexpired warranty. How will this work? An example. Say which company? Say any company. Say MI. MI sold 10 lakhs for goods. And say it gave, okay, MI sold how much? 10 lakhs of goods they are selling. And they create 10% ka provision. So 10% provision, 10 lakhs ka 10% will be how much? 1 lakh. So what they do, ye jo 1 lakh which they have created na, this they will use for warranty claims. वारंटी में क्या होगा, प्रोडक्ट रिपेयर करके देना पड़ेगा ना, तो वो रिपेयरिंग का खर्चा they create like this from here. This is warranty sales. Am I clear? Okay. In such case, sales should be recognized ASAP in guaranteed and warranted sales subject to provisions. Okay. And warranty, repair, the product is subject to repair. So how would they recover the repair cost? They already create a provision for it for warranty claims. So 10 लाख का गुड्स बेचा है, उसमें 10% प्रोविजन बना के रखते हैं पहले से. तो जो 1 लाख उन्होंने क्रिएट करके रखा है, उसी में से दे गिव द वारंटी क्लेम्स.